how do you view like haters online? Oh man, like
That's a great topic.
yeah, we could yeah. How do you? Of course, I know it doesn't bother you at all, but for someone watching this, maybe a young kid, let's say they get haters, they get one thumbs down or they get one hateful comment. What's your perspective?
Back up a second. A few years ago, the first person, at least that I was made aware of, a young girl committed suicide because some guys had teased her online and etc. Okay, that was maybe 10 years ago, something like that. And then we found out it wasn't guys that was teasing the girl, it was girls that was teasing the girl in junior high school or high school. And I remember thinking of our own kids, and then they would have been in their mid to early 20s, because now they're in their early 30s to mid 30s. And I couldn't understand how somebody, got a bunch of thumbs down and then said that she was fat or she was whatever they said about her, to take her own life. Okay. Now fast forward, we're 10 years later, and now people write campaigns.
Yes.
I mean, what do you mean campaigns? There's blogs, saying bad things about people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they sent me a couple of them. I said I couldn't believe it, but my attitude is now what it was then. They used to have a saying when I was growing up: "Sticks and stones can break your bones, but words can never hurt you." Now, I don't know if they still say that, but all I know is because I was not Mr. Popularity when I was going to school, and remembering I came back from the Korean War, dates me, speaking with a French accent to the barrio, the ghetto. Okay, you couldn't have painted a kid that got in more fights. They used to call me Froggy. French. This is the fucking barrio. Okay, where I mean this was the hood, and I'm talking with a French accent.
Yes.
I mean so that's what my parents used to tell me. Sticks and stones will break.
Words can't hurt you.
Yeah, they can't hurt you. Well, now because we haven't, as I said, we've got kids that are raised, never been screamed at, never been disciplined, and so now when somebody says something bad about you, let alone a campaign, forget about it. I mean, those people. First of all, that portion of social media I can do without. And anybody that would mount a campaign to hurt somebody's feelings. Now, I'm not saying I haven't hurt people's feelings. You fucking mongoloid idiot. I mean, get your head out of your ass, okay? Now, I'm sure that hurt some people's feelings. Okay, was he a mongoloid for real? No. Okay, did he have his head up his ass? Not physically, but metaphorically, he certainly did, okay?
Yes.
So I can walk my way through that. But it's, you gotta toughen up. But that also means show me your friends and I'll show you your future. That means all your friends are sensitive, okay? Why aren't your friends sticking up for you, okay? Because if they go online, I'm told, I don't know this for sure, if they go online defending you, okay, then the person will jump on their case. And it becomes a vicious circle.
Yep.
And it's unfortunate. I believe, and Facebook, for example, says they're doing something about it, there should be a police force. But then if we've got a police force for Facebook, now we're going back to Hitler, okay? Yeah. So it's a vicious circle, but it shouldn't influence you. I mean, you should do everything humanly possible to strengthen your own self-awareness, self-esteem, self-confidence. Programs like DANS, amongst others, will help you do that. But your parents raised a pussy, which is unfortunate, but that's what they did. They raised you're a derivative of your parents' lack of knowledge of how to raise a kid. What are we least prepared to do psychologically, mentally, is be a parent. Nobody teaches you how to be a parent. All you do is model what you see your parents do. And they may or may not have done a shitty job. A lot of kids tell me I'm the alpha male dad they never had. I remind them,
to me, you are.
Yeah.
You are.
I remind them of their grandfather. I don't, I can appreciate that. But the fact still remains that parents in the last 50 years have raised, sensitive kids and to no avail. But this generation that gets sensitive, they're
keyboard warriors.
Yeah. But their interpersonal skills lack. They don't have any.
Yep.
Okay, all they know how to do is hide behind the laptop or the computer. That's unfortunate. You know, when I was a kid, and if I didn't like so and so in the schoolyard, I'd go tell them that, and then we get in a fist fight. Okay, and whoever was still standing up was the winner. Not for me to go back. Not that they had computers in those days, and that ended the problem. But now it's tragic. I feel for them, but we're here because of our own doing. We got nobody to blame but our own current society.
I notice a lot of the haters, most of the time, they are the nameless, faceless, right?
Yeah.
Where they hide behind the computers, they talk shit, they made up shit. That's just what they do. They spend so much time, because you can see it takes effort.
Yeah.
They spend so much time hating versus doing something on their own. It's almost like it's easier to find faults in what you do versus fixing their own shit, right? Oh, me going out there, making $1 million. No, I can't do that. But let me make sure that I tear you down. It's from that kind of perspective, right?
Yeah, it's unfortunate if they spent a fraction of the time in forwarding their own endeavors,
Yep.
becoming an entrepreneur, being a better employee. They'd be much better off.
The most epic event of this century, the Oscar for high-ticket closers. Closers in Black, 2019. The $50 billion man, Dan Peña. The king of high-ticket sales, Dan Lok. Get your ticket today.